Hey guys, you're kicking back to my kitchen. Kathy Dryden. This is the first time to my page. Welcome to the Crazy Kitchen Excitement. Hopefully everybody is doing great on this Friday. Our days are kind of blending together because we've had some off with the hurricane weather. So hopefully everybody's safe. If you're in the Carolinas, I know you're going through some craziness right now, so extra prayers. We are making cauliflower. This is a very fast, easy recipe you can do with cauliflower. You can do it with broccoli. But I had this in my fridge. I needed to use it before I planned what our meals are next week. I wanted to use up some stuff. So this is our MicroCooker. You've seen me use this with rice, potatoes, all the things. Today it's cauliflower, so it's a really good steaming piece. I've already put some cauliflower in here. Cauliflower is one of those, you gotta add some cheese, or you cook cauliflower with broth. If you want to go totally vegetarian, you could do vegetable broth. That kind of makes it fun. I'm actually doing something called steaming in the microwave. Okay, like that's a new concept. Sorry, it really isn't. But I'm using half my cauliflower for dinner tonight, so I'm kind of meal prepping a little bit. And then we do this fun thing, a 7-layer salad that I have been craving. So the other half is actually going to go into my reusable bags for me to do for that salad. And I think I'll have some leftovers from that too. This is a huge head of cauliflower. So I wanted to get it all prepped and ready because that's half the battle with cauliflower, is getting it all clean and ready. So this part is done. The messy part is finished. So let me clear this off and let me show you my steaks. Let me put this in the fridge for a sec. The steaks are ribeye with bone in them, and they have been marinating 24 hours. So they're a little odd colored. Let me get this cleared up and in the microwave going because my grill and griddle it's already preheating. It does take some time for it to preheat on the grill setting. I just probably have half a head of cauliflower. I'm going to do a drizzle of water. It really doesn't take more than that because it's going to steam in here. I do salt and pepper it. If you make it with broth, it may add a little more flavor, but honestly, I'm going to add cheese, you guys. So that's how we're rolling. You can do this for mashed as well. Just go ahead and get it in the microwave. I do it for 6 minutes. Let me start that. And I'm hoping my grill starts beeping at me while we're cutting the steak. So I'm going to do 5 minutes. Getting a little sassy. I might do 3. I like it really soft. So, all right. So we got the steak. It has been marinating in our leak-proof containers. I love these because I can flip them upside down and use them to do the marinade. So I used kind of like a Dale seasoning soy sauce combination for these. So they don't look like a really good color, but the flavor is ridiculous. So the grill and griddle is going to heat. And I put it on the grill setting with the grill plates. I'll show you that in a minute. But with your steaks, you want to make sure you dry them. You do not want to have all this liquid it's been in because it'll actually steam and not grill. Nobody wants a steamed steak. That doesn't even sound right. But we want grill marks. We want all the things. And it is going to have a ton of flavor with this marinade. Some people do Dale seasoning with Worcestershire. You can do any kind of seasoning that you love. I just love that kind of soy feel with it. So just make sure it's dry. The other thing with the grill and griddle, the Deluxe Grill and Griddle, is you don't spray the plates with your oil. You actually oil the food and then put it on the dry plates. I don't know if you know that. With nonstick, that's the way you want to handle it because you do a lot of spraying and stuff on it, it's going to get gunky on there. Another thing you don't want, right? Okay, so these are going to go. It says, it's ready. But I'm going to show you a piece because I have quite a few people who have this and didn't know there's a probe. I know. You got to use the probe. All right, let's put it back on here. Don't worry, I have a towel ready to wash my hands, but I gotta mess with this too. Okay, so the trick with this is I still am gonna oil and season it. You can do, I honestly love Montreal grilled steak seasoning, I think it's called. We have garlic and herb. I'm just gonna do about just enough. I have one clean hand to do this part, and then I'm going to flip them over and do the other side. So the Deluxe Grill and Griddle has a probe that I'm going to stick in one of the steaks, and then, hang keep one hand clean and one hand dirty to do this part. And so what happens with the probe, and that's kind of what I want to show you tonight, how that works, because it really helps with cooking your meats the right temperature. So the probe setting, once you put it on grill, it's saying add to, it's beeping, you guys, it's beeping at me. All right, it's gonna stop cooking the steak when it's time to stop. What? I don't have to hover over it. I'm gonna cook it to about 130, the temp of 130. And when I do that, I'm gonna have the probe inside the steak. So, all right, salt and pepper, you guys. Gotta focus, right? It's a late dinner. Has anybody had a great day? It's a Friday, right? So how hard can a Friday be unless you work on a Saturday? Okay, so let me figure out how I can show you this without burning myself at the same time. So it comes with a guide. I'm gonna show you this after I get them on there. It also has a drip pan, and that's where you can store your probe. It has a little click-in thing, and the probe comes with it. And I like that you can store it all here together. And this is going to slide in to the grill and griddle. Let's see if I can turn you cattywampus. Here, well, yeah, cattywampus is a real word, trust me. Okay, so it's very warm, 400 degrees for grill. So I'm going to open this up. And you're going to see it just have a little action, right? The probe goes into here, and that's what's making this a smart appliance. Then you're going to put it in the thickest part of your steak after you take the protective plastic covering off. Come on, buddy. It's very warm, so I'm like trying to hurry. You want to stick this not near a bone. I'm trying to figure out my thickest part here. And you also want to make sure it goes in far enough it's not touching the grill, because you don't want it to get the measurement of the heat of the grill, right? I think that's going to work. Ooh. All right. So, nice, nice. I'm going to put the first one on, and you're going to hear the best sound ever. It's called a sizzle. I love that sound. I love it. This one, I am going to put on with the probe on this side. Again, making sure the probe is not touching the actual piece. Okay, see how it's, I don't know if you can even see it, you guys, actually touching the meat. Okay, so I have it far, far in to the thickest part of my meat. I'm going to push probe, and it's going to tell me, hang on, I think I was supposed to do that first. Probe is, I want 400 degrees, which is already there. I want it, when I hit probe, it tells me what degree do I want my steak. So a medium well, hang on. Beef, a medium is 135, and medium well is 155. So I'm going to do about a 130, because after I get it, so I'm going to change it to 130. Hang on, I got a better way for this. Hang on. What am I thinking? Okay, so I changed it to 130. I hit probe, and I'm going to go ready for business. The biggest thing I have to make sure is that probe is not touching the metal, and then I can walk away. When this hits 130 in temperature, it is going to stop clicking it. It's going to stop. Now, I'll remove it. It'll beep at me and tell me all the things. But you guys, I don't have to deal with it. It's no grilling outside with lizards. It's grilling in here, and the probe is genius. You can do it with chicken as well. And I always just refer, you can Google. Our thermometer has that on there too. But it's a fun way, and I kind of hope you stay with me for the amount of time it takes because I want you to see how pretty it is. So some other options, let me get this out of the way, is you can grill on this, which is what I'm doing now. How cool is that? I haven't used mine yet. Oh, no, no, no. You got to pull that out. Pull that out. Okay. So it has a couple settings. It has the custom setting. So if you know you want to do, something specific, I do chicken a lot. And I do like different flavored chicken breast. So there's a Greek chicken breast, there's a barbecue chicken breast, and then maybe an Italian. And then I have this chicken breast cooked ahead of time at one time. It cooks. And then I have 3 chicken things ready. So if you want to meal prep your lunches, let's say you have a salad and you want to have different flavored chicken on each day, then you totally can do that and just cook it all at one time with this guy. You can do waffles. It actually has plates for waffles. Those are accessories, so they're add-ons, but the grill and griddle plates, come on. You also get the tool that you can use to clean the grill plates. But I'm going to tell you, these are non-stick, and so I don't use this very often. And the plates, once they cool off, I pop them out and put them in the dishwasher. How magical is that? The difference between this, give me a shout out if you had a George Foreman. Like I had one in college. That was my go-to. And the hardest thing is the grease of whatever I was cooking was coming off in the front. Remember the tray that goes in front and it was supposed to drain down there? So the whole front of it was kind of yucky. So now it actually has a tray and a little channel it goes into the back side of it, but it's not as bad cleaning it up as the front of the George Foreman. So the grates for the grill, this is what this piece is for that comes with it, and the probe piece also goes with it. If you just hopped on, you want to watch the beginning because it tells you how to store the probe so you don't have it in another drawer and you don't have a clue what it is. Hey, how is everybody? Hey, Dorinda. Hey, Carrie. Hey, Amanda. I'm not sure who else is on here, but we're doing steak tonight. And let me check my cauliflower. That was fast. Let's see what it looks like. So I am going to add cheese, you guys. No judgment zone with this. But this is actually, it used to be called the rice cooker. And it is the everything cooker. And I use this in the microwave. You can also, you guys, do a pound of meat. I may have done it too long, but look at how yummy that is. And I like it mushy. I love this. So I will add cheese in here before I serve it. I will store it in here until it's time to eat because it keeps it nice and piping hot. But I just wanted to share with you kind of the idea with the probe. A lot of people have this tool and they don't know what to do with probe. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm hoping it comes quickly. It's not telling me what thing it is. It shouldn't take long because it's heated on the top and the bottom. And so it's screeching hot right now. What do you want to talk about? I just wanted to show you what it looks like when it's done so you go ooh and ah for me. Okay? That's what I really want to do. So hang on. I know I always want to show you a picture at the end, but I kind of want to see your oohs and ahs here. So, all right. So the other things this can do, I'll tell you the settings. This little guy right here is the hover. I don't know if you can see it. This little silver thing. So I can open it up so you can do grilled pizza and have the top hover over when it's done to melt your cheese. You can make it flat, which I do quite a bit. You can do hibachi on one side with the shrimp or chicken or beef or whatever you want to make, and then your vegetables on the other, or stir-fried rice on the other side. I love using it for just hamburger hot dogs You can do it for bacon and eggs. Look at these pictures. So that's the griddle side that's flat. So you have two pieces, plates that go in there, and you have two grill plates. Some people will do half and half because you have all four of them. So you can do one side grill and one side griddle if you want. If you're doing bacon on one half and then you want to do eggs or pancakes on the other, that's a good way to do it. A lot of paninis. You can press it flat like I did with this, or you can hover over. Grilled cheese are amazing. Smash burgers would be good. I'm drooling. Any ideas what you would use the grill and griddle for? French toast. Yeah, you can. So if you open it down and it's flat, two sides are flat instead of on top like I have, you can do 6 pieces of French toast on each side. So 12 pieces of French toast or 12 pancakes at one time. Instead of back in the day when my boys were home, I'm making all the pancakes 3 or 4 at a time in a skillet. They're sitting down and eating in shifts, and then I'm waiting for mine to be the last one, right? So this kind of helps with that. I don't know, you guys. There's steak, there's roux. This is my favorite thing because I love me some hibachi. Like, I need that in my life right now. Right now. All right, I'm going to open it just to look, and I'm going to let you peek at it. I know, I say steak or bacon, and some of you show up when I say those words, right? Let me get it all the way. Oh, I see what happened. There we go. It wasn't pressing all the way down. My steaks were a little with the bone, so the back part has the grill mark and the front part doesn't. So let me just let you peek at it so I can let you go. And so it has the probe I set for 130 because a good medium well is 135. So after I take it off, it's going to rest for a minute, just like you do with steaks anyway. Let's sneak a peek. The probe's freaking out probably. But you see, and there's the probe hanging on. When it hits 130, it's going to beep at me and say, all done. Okay? All right. I think that's what I got. I think that's what I got. I will post a picture of these steaks before we chow down at 7:15 at night. Not a good choice, but hey. And I'll let you know how it turns out. Very excited with this opportunity to show you the probe and how the Deluxe Grill and Griddle works with it. Next time I'll probably do my 3 chicken things that I always talk about, or grilled pizza. So comment below, what would you like me to cook on the Deluxe Grill and Grill, especially those that already have this. What is something you're curious to try and you want me to be your guinea pig and try it first? I got you. I'll do it. All right, guys. Have a great Friday night. Hopefully some people get off tomorrow and get to relax a little bit. Comment below. Ooh, Carrie. I got some shrimp. I'm ready. I got some shrimp. Comment below what you would like me to use the grill and griddle for, just to show you how it works. If you have it or if you don't have it, doesn't matter. You can still comment. And you guys, remember, anything you can see, you can totally get a discount hosting a party with me, which some of you on here are doing that right now. Joining our team, there is a grill and griddle kit, I think. I may have just made that up, but I'm pretty darn sure there's a grill and griddle kit for new consultants. Or you can have a show, or you can just get it at the website, right? All right. Talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Toodles.